Hello! Welcome to Good Minutes. It's time to gather as a family to learn and to connect and chat with one another. So we're talking today about Incarnation. And I heard that Pastor Karna has a great story to share with us. Let's go! Hi, Pastor Karna.
Well, hi, Krista.
How are you today?
I'm super awesome. How are you?
I'm great.
Yay.
I remember you telling me a story about the word incarnate and incarnation.
Ooh, yes. Oh my goodness. When I was a little kid, probably 3, 4, 5, even up to 10 years of age, I noticed that in church, there was this fancy thing that people would say when it was a communion Sunday, and it was from something called the Nicene Creed, and it was, "He became incarnate and was made man." And whenever I heard that, I thought, oh my goodness, what are they saying? I thought they said, "He became incarna and was made man." I thought they were saying my name, and I thought God was calling me to do something special. I had no idea what it meant, and now I do. It means in the flesh, that God came to us in the flesh as a baby.
So why do we talk about incarnation at Christmas? What makes it important?
Oh, it's so important. It's a way for God to say, I super, super love you. For example, I'm so excited that last night I got to see my brother and my nephew and niece, and I haven't seen them in over 3 years because they live in another country. They live in southern Mexico, and at that point in time, 3 years ago when I got married, oh my goodness, my nephew Andre, he was a lot shorter than me, and Stacia was significantly shorter than me, and now Andre is 15 and over 6 feet tall, and Stacia is almost as tall as me.
Wow.
And I can tell through Skype and through technology that they've been growing and everything, but there was nothing like it, like hugging them in person yesterday and playing in the snow with them and just being able to say, I love you. And I think that's so important. I think the ministry that I try to do is really a ministry of incarnation, of being there for people. There's nothing like it if you're going to go visit someone in the hospital and you can hold their hand and pray with them rather than just a phone call or, hey, how's it going? It really means a lot to tell people that you love them so deeply by showing up and being there. I think that's important.
So incarnation was when Jesus or God became flesh.
Exactly.
And now God is with us.
Exactly. And God says he loves us. Yay!
Yeah! Incarnation is so important because as John 3:16 says, "For God so loved the world that he gave his only Son, that whoever shall believe in him shall not perish but have eternal life." People waited hundreds of years for the incarnation, for God to become flesh and come amongst us. Hundreds of years. In the Bible, there are 2 parts. There is the Old Testament and the New Testament. Now the New Testament has the Gospels, or the stories of Jesus' life. And that's where Jesus is born and all of those stories about Jesus. But did you know that in the Old Testament, there are stories where they talk about Jesus coming? He is the Messiah, the one they're waiting for. So we have all the way back in the Old Testament in Isaiah, there's a verse, chapter 7, verse 14. "Therefore, the Lord himself will give you a sign. The virgin will be with child and will give birth to a son and will call him Emmanuel." That was written hundreds of years before Jesus was born. They knew he was coming, and they had to wait, and they had to wait. That's a long wait. They waited for a child, for a baby. Have you ever waited for a baby? I have. Isn't it exciting? My brothers and sisters now have babies, so I'm an auntie. And I love guessing what they're gonna name the baby and waiting to hold it and love on it, and my heart just bursts with love when I hold those babies and my little nieces and nephews. It is so exciting. How neat to wait for baby Jesus, for waiting in anticipation and being excited for Jesus to become flesh and become a baby for us. It's time to chat. Have you ever waited for a long time? What have you had to wait for? Maybe you had to wait for a baby, a party, or for it to be your turn. It can be hard to wait. That's what Advent is all about. We get to practice waiting. We count down to Christmas. It's almost here, the time that Jesus comes to us in the flesh as a baby. Incarnation. We get excited. I want to wish you a Christmas filled with wonder, love, joy, peace, and hope. Merry Christmas, and God bless.